our YouTube page. In this position, you're going to get the fourth exercise in that circuit. We started with the bodyweight squat, moved to the band core press, then added the shoulder push-up circle with the valve slides, and the hamstring exercise. After you've done 2 to 3 rounds of that first circuit, you're then going to move on to the second circuit. Again, what you're going to do 2 to 3 rounds of, and I'll give you the template underneath this video on the website. The first exercise in the second round of stuff is reverse lunge. Okay, we don't just want to work on exercises on 2 legs, we want to challenge single leg strength, and this is a really good introductory lunge progression, and for whatever reason teaches the athletes to load this front leg properly and get this knee at a good angle without letting the knees really drive very far beyond the toes. All right, it's okay for the knee to come forward, but we don't want to let the heel come off the ground, putting too much stress on the knee. So as the foot comes back, you sink your hips to the ground. Okay, you push through this front heel and pull yourself forward nice and tall. Okay, as you slide back, bend your knee. Okay, as you come forward, push into this front heel and pull yourself into a nice tall posture, squeezing your backside. The second exercise in the second round is an upper body exercise utilizing, again, the Cook band. And as I'm rearranging the Cook band, I'll suggest that most athletes should start with the purple level of resistance, which is light, and then progress to pink and beyond. Start with the purple. It's versatile enough to challenge these types of exercises, and then move up. It may seem light at the beginning, but you can always move out and add some tension to the band by increasing the length in the band. This next exercise is a row, upper body and upper back exercise, which is going to help correct posture and improve shoulder health. But it also can be obnoxiously technical. When I'm rowing, okay, if you just appreciate and look at the front of my shoulder here, as softball athletes, as throwing athletes, we want to really take care of the front of the shoulder. We don't want to add any stress, and anything that brings our shoulders forward and up is going to exacerbate stress in the front of the shoulder. So everything we do needs to reinforce the exact opposite. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. In any kind of rowing exercise, it's very easy to continue to just row, and then watch the front of the shoulder. The front of the shoulders will pop forward if you row too far. And don't focus on first setting the shoulder blades back and down, and only rowing to the point at which you can keep those shoulder blades packed down in a strong, stable position. In this position, the shoulders pop forward. You have tension in the upper trap, okay, in the front of the shoulder. We want to keep the neck nice and long, no bulk up here. Keep the shoulder blades packed down and back, and keep the front of the shoulder open for all those tissues which converge to not run into each other, creating friction or a traffic jam, so to speak. So in this exercise, the cadence, after you get in an athletic position, is to pinch your shoulder blades down and back, and then complete the row, keeping those shoulder blades packed. Retract and row. Retract and row. 2 exercises. Next 2 are on the ground, or the last 2 are on the ground. This exercise doesn't look like much when I'm demonstrating it, but I promise it's a great way to hit the reset button on bad upper body posture. It really opens up the upper back and works on turning on a lot of the muscles that contribute to shoulder stability. You're going to have your hands on the valve slides. This is called just a floor slide with the valve slides. You're going to push your hands and your elbows into the ground, sliding those hands up as far as you can, kind of like a snow angel, and then sliding them back down. Okay? Pinching your shoulder blades down and back. Slide up as far as you can, and bring them down as far as you can. Slide up, pressing into the ground real active, and down as far as you can. That's the third exercise in the second round. And lastly is a core exercise that challenges control of extension. In part 1 of Muscles and Exercise You Can't Pitch Without, I really went into detail about how controlling extension through the lower back allows the athlete to get the most out of their hips, the most out of their legs, preserves the lower back health, is an injury prevention strategy for the lower back, and also assists in maintaining good posture, specifically as it relates to pitching. But controlling extension in the lower back is critical for lower back health for all athletes and for any softball specific skill. So I'm going to grab on to the handles of my Cook band. I'm going to pull down on them. This actually is going to give a little bit of assistance to the abs. It's going to help the abs turn on. They're going to engage. You should feel them. Kick in. We want that. We want to give the abs all the help they can get during this exercise, because it will be challenging. From here, with our legs up, I'm going to tap my heel to the ground, not letting my lower back pop off the ground. Staying neutral. Okay, if you feel your lower back start to fatigue, cut the set off. Okay, rest, and don't go to that point of threshold. Okay, only work up to the amount of reps you can control without discomfort. Okay, you should feel this in your abs the whole time. Okay, if you feel it in your lower back, cut the set off. Okay, if you can do 4 reps, fine. You can do 8 reps, fine. Work up to what you can control. So that's the total. That's the routine. Underneath this video, I'm going to provide the template of how many sets and how many reps you can do of each. You can find both pieces of equipment on our store. If you have any questions, feel free to post a comment regarding exercise technique, how many you should be doing, how often you should be doing them. But hopefully this is an informative blog post. If you like it, I'm going to continue to keep giving you some sample workouts, instead of just giving you exercises here and there, which is, it's good for people who want, the next best thing, but for ambitious athletes who need a comprehensive approach, I think these workouts are a little bit more beneficial. If you want a more personalized plan that's also written upon and based upon an individualized assessment, we offer custom online strength and conditioning programs in which you and I, or the athlete or the parents and I, will communicate, and we'll come up with a plan specifically for the athlete's goals based on their body, their limitation, their injury history, and also designed based upon what implements and what facilities and equipment they have access to. So if you're interested in that, please contact us via fastpitchpower.com, and I look forward to communicating with you. Thanks.